Hello all you animal lovers! What is vegan wine and where to find it? That's what we're going to chat about today. Hello, my name is Roland Zimmerman. I am the 7th generation winemaker in my family's ancestry of winemaking. Today I'm going to talk to you about what is vegan wine and where to find it on our channel Uncorked. So grab a glass of wine, stick around, and get ready for some info. Here we go. Today I'm going to talk about vegan wines. This has been a topic of conversation that's come up very frequently in the last few months in our retail setting. So I figured I'd take a couple minutes to try to explain a little bit as to what they actually are. Number one, and for probably the simplest understanding for those of you that are not vegan, is that vegan wines do not contain any animal products or animal products were never used in the production. That being said, however, wines in general don't contain animal products. So I'm going to try to explain that a little bit better. During the production process of wines, traditionally, a type of protein was needed for fining, and oftentimes animal proteins, such as egg whites, were readily available and cheap, and therefore could easily be used to clarify or fine the wine of whatever impurity or undesirable characteristic the winemaker had in that particular product. Now, of course, nowadays, that can be replaced with vegetable proteins. It is possible the vegetable proteins cost a little bit more than animal proteins, and they're a little bit harder to work with. They're not as straightforward as the animal proteins. But that being said, vegan wines are definitely something that is up and coming. As to why the average wine isn't vegan, even though there are no animal products in it, one of the issues that the wine industry has had over the years in adapting to veganism, which is a newer phenomenon, is that traditionally we've always used or done things a certain way. So the industry is adapting to this new trend, but it is taking its time. And you should be seeing some more products coming out in the future from all wineries across the world. So that does give you a little bit of hope down the road, but at the moment it is still a case of adapting to this new phenomenon of veganism. For those of you that are asking as well, how hard is it to make vegan wine? It is actually a little bit more challenging because the proteins, for example, pea protein, tends to leave a little bit of a haze in the wine after the fining. So that requires additional filtration, and that's an added cost to the production. This is why you probably are experiencing the costs of vegan wines to be a little bit higher than regular wines. A little bit more challenging here in Canada is that because we have something called the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, we do actually have to have a log of the products that we use when we put vegan wine or vegan on the label, so that the consumer knows that yes, this is actually a regulated term and that it is indeed something that can be verified through record keeping. Now, as to where you find it, that can be a bit more challenging because vegan wines, they're relatively new to the Ontario marketplace, specifically in the wineries that produce wine here in Ontario. That being said, though, we do have our faithful and trusty LCBO, and they do have a large assortment of vegan wines, and they're always bringing in new products. We here at King's Court are actually looking at producing some vegan wines in the coming year, and so stay tuned. Maybe we'll have an update for you, and we'll hope to hear from you at that point in time. Please drop us a like, give us a couple clicks, and we look forward to hearing from you. All your comments are always appreciated. Thank you very much. Cheers.